Well, just the other day, as everybody knows, it was the 4th of July, and, every 4th of July, um, a question comes into my mind, and it's like, should I or shouldn't I watch the fireworks? And I know it's something that most people don't even pay a second thought to. But, I mean, such things maybe, well, I know such things a person like me have to consider. Now, where I live, I actually can see my city's fireworks, in a field that is behind my apartment. So, like, that's literally all I gotta do is just get up and walk probably, like, what, 20 or 30 feet. And the fireworks are there, like, in full view. It's like my own personal fireworks show. And so when I stand there and I watch it, I feel like I'm king of the world. And those fireworks are going off just for me. But if I were king of the world, that's just the thing. If I were king of the world, I would only do fireworks if all my subjects were fed and clothed and housed and everything like that. And that's why I wonder, like, sometimes is it even moral for us to do fireworks? Because, like, my little town here, like, let's just say $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. I don't know exactly what they spend, to keep, fireworks blowing off for 30 minutes straight, but I mean, it's something substantial, and it's like, should we really be having fireworks when there's hungry kids in our town? When there's people in our town that need housing and food, and that $20,000 or $30,000 could just really make a huge difference in alleviating people's suffering. Because it's like, like, I kind of just feel like when everything's taken care of, then you can celebrate, right? But everything is not taken care of. And so why are we celebrating? But, the thing about it is, though, it's like, okay, but then I'm thinking, okay, well, but the fireworks, they do serve a purpose as far as, yeah, maybe we haven't got everything done that we need to get done, but people have to have a morale booster, too. And I feel like the fireworks offer that. So, in that sense, I don't feel that they're completely immoral. As long as we're working in that right direction, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't have a problem with, some money being spent, seemingly in a frivolous manner, if it boosts people's morale and it gives them, like, the strength, I guess, to keep going. But anyway, and I am not patriotic in any way or fashion or whatever. I do not love America. I do not fly the flag. I do not sing the anthem. I will not say the Pledge of Allegiance. I mean, the 4th of July that way to me, there's nothing to celebrate. So, it's like, sometimes, like, you might think, well, those fireworks are being lit off because of this celebration, like this patriotic celebration, and should a person like me even be part of that? And the thing about it is like, those fireworks are gonna go off regardless of what I think, how I feel, whatever. And like in my town, the national anthem is played before the fireworks start, and yeah, I don't do any of that. I don't stand up for it or put your hand over your heart or any of that stuff that they tell you that you should do. I don't do any of that. And I just feel like if the fireworks are going to be lit off regardless of what I think about it or how I feel about it or whatever, and they're going to be blowing off in God's sky, I might as well just get out there and enjoy them. Because I'm not going to lie, it was nice to be out there on a summer night enjoying some fireworks. It was a morale booster to me. And yeah, like I said, those fireworks were gonna happen, regardless whether or not I was engaging in like patriotic activity. But I also think too, like whenever I like watch those fireworks, year after year, I think about I think about that, I see myself in the new world, and those fireworks, like, are a celebration of, like, how beautiful and amazing and wonderful that the new world is. And when the whole earth is under one government, and that is a good government, and it's taking care of all of people's needs, everybody is housed and fed and clothed and sheltered and educated, then yes, that will be time for celebration. And yeah, I mean, and there will be fireworks. There will be a grand celebration in the new world, unlike anything we've ever seen. And people will just shout for joy. And so, yeah, when I watch those fireworks, yeah, I think about the new world. I think about the time when we will actually have something to celebrate, and celebrate we will. And so, yeah, and it's nice to imagine that. It's nice to imagine a time, when we will have jubilant, joyful, celebrations in the new world. and we will feel good about watching the fireworks, because everything will be taken care of, and the only thing left to do at that point will be to celebrate.